Give me the breeder. Give me the breeder, guys.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
La da 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 da. All right, guys. One round and one round only. Let's see how far I can go. Hey. This is what we've been waiting for. The FedEx Cup. This is for all the marbles.
Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Memphis, Tennessee and TPC Southwind, opening round coverage of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names.
I say that.
We've got dark horses. We've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. Denny McCarthy is the leader. He's rolling early at 8 under par. Let's get right into the action, starting with the par 3 14th. The FedEx Cup playoffs underway here at TPC Southwind, and Frank, our featured golfer. You'd have to think set up well to perhaps make a big splash.
It looks that way, and you know, we're in Memphis too, where things always heat up. One of the music capitals of the world, but you need to get into a rhythm. There's no two ways about that. You could probably get away with an average round, but a couple of those, and all of a sudden you slip down that list really well. If there's a time of the year you want to run hot for 3 weeks, this is it.
3 putts, a definite possibility here. This is a long look for birdie.
Call me Sir Lancelot. Cause that shit busted, nigga. Ah! Thank you. Thank you. Oh, 8-foot putt. Like, do you see? Yo.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I just looked at the fucking line, Drew. Shit should have been money. But I digress. Like, what the fuck was that?
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly
Man, give me to this fucking team. Y'all niggas hold me, bro.
for the
First of all, I put a low,
Tennessee
put a low fucking thing on the show. Why the fuck? Yeah, this is, watch.
FedEx St. Jude Championship.
Same exact shot.
We have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days.
Just a little more power, so it should be in the same spot, right?
Horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. Denny McCarthy
Jesus
is the
Christ.
leader. He's rolling early at 8 under par. Let's get right into the action, starting with the par 3 14th. The FedEx Cup playoffs underway here at TPC Southwind, and Frank, our featured golfer. You'd have to think set up well to perhaps make a big splash.
It looks that way, and you know, we're in Memphis too, where things always heat up. You know, one of the music capitals of the world. But you need to get into a rhythm. There's no two ways about that. You could probably get away with an average round, but a couple of those.
Yo. 2 for 2, PJ?
Nah, you're not on the show. You can't be on dick today, bro. Marvel was already on dick today, bro. You clean, bro. You can't be on dick.
Because that was some bullshit,
bro.
Straightest lines can fucking be.
He's gonna be really dick sucking right now.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx
I
Cup.
don't care, bro.
From
That
Memphis,
niggas blew my
Tennessee,
shit 2 times in a row,
TPC
bro.
Southwind opening round.
What are we talking about here? 1, 2, 3, 4. At this fucking point, what a low fucking thing.
Fun 4 days, a lot of storylines to get to as we check out the early leaderboard.
Bro, honestly, I shit you not.
He's rolling early at 8 under par.
This shit goes past, I'm gonna be highly upset,
Right
bro.
into the action, starting
Like,
with the par 3, 14.
That shit's crazy, bro. I had to go down 4 clubs, my nigga.
Hops onto the green
4 clubs, my nigga.
for his birdie. The FedEx Cup playoffs underway here at TPC Southwind, and Frank, our featured golfer. You'd have to think set up well to perhaps make a big splash.
It looks that way, and you know, we're in Memphis too, where things always heat up. Music capitals of the world.
Get me out.
You need to
Get me
get
out of
into
this
a
shit,
rhythm.
bro.
There's
I don't
no
even
two
care.
ways
Get
about
me out of
that.
this shit, bro. Get me out of this shit. Get me out of this shit. Get me out of this shit.
Get away with an
Like
average
dumbass shit.
A couple of those.
Dumbass shit.
List really quick. If there's a time of the year you want to run hot for 3 weeks, this is it.
This 15th hole at 395 yards is not overly long, but there's plenty that catches your eye. Obviously, it's tree line, and then it moves to the left with that dog leg. So you have to put your shot in the right spot, and then that approach shot when you're coming over a creek, and you can see all those bunkers guarding the green. This is a hole that demands clear thinking and accurate play.
Quite obviously off the tree and into the rough.
See what he can do with this one. His second at the 15th. Just want to avoid the flyer lie coming out of that rough.
Well, it just comes up a little shy of the flag, but all in all, a good shot out of that rough.
He's hoping here to at least get this to tap in range, but it is for birdie. Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy.
So was,
So pretty
bro.
well done.
Like, they're literally be glazing me. I'm not putting no fucking, like,
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll remain at 4 under.
nah, they're really holding me right now. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Stretch here at TPC Southwind.
Don't
This is the
care
final par five.
about what the fuck it looks like.
30 yards. Absolutely, it's
There's
reasonable.
nothing for me. Let me get my fucking ball that I want to fucking hit and stop editing my shit.
Absolutely a strong possibility if you hit the proper shots. You get out of here with 5 or worse, you're a little bit disappointed.
Fuck one of those. And this shit's dog right, bro.
Dog right, y'all see me push all the way left. Dog right.
Alright, bro. You know what? I got a feeling.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You can be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
It's crazy because these niggas really think I'm finna do a fucking shit. Oh my god, I'm so off, bro. I don't care, bro. Like a par 5 is. Obviously, I can't fucking see. Put this shit in my fucking face.
Sports. It's in the game.
This
This shit's fucking ridiculous, bro.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Memphis, Tennessee, and TPC Southwind,
Dog left,
bringing
nigga.
coverage of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round 1. Denny McCarthy is the leader. He's rolling early at 8 under par. So let's get out to the action as we'll pick things up at the par 5 16th hole. The FedEx Cup playoffs underway here at TPC.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I'm not gonna crash it on. For the crash, I'm bringing the controller.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Memphis, Tennessee, and TPC Southwind, opening round coverage of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. Denny McCarthy is the leader. He's rolling early at 8 under par.
What the fuck are
Let's
we?
get out to the action as we'll pick things up at the par 5 16th hole. The FedEx Cup playoffs underway here at TPC Southwind, and Frank, our featured golfer, you'd have to think set up well to perhaps make a big splash.
It looks that way, and you know, we're in Memphis too, where things always heat up. You know, one of the music capitals of the world, but you need to get into a rhythm. There's no two ways about that. You could probably get away with an average round, but a couple of those, and all of a sudden you slip down that list really quick. If there's a time of the year you want to run hot for 3 weeks, this is it.
Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway.
What? Yo,
My nigga, we dead ass right now. Like,
I didn't take it apart on par.
Yeah, I need to actually fucking talk, bro. Just actually next to the next meeting.
EA Sports.
What are we talking about right now, bro?
bro?
What the fuck is this dumbass shit, bro?
Like, you're on a fucking intro.
Give me my fucking par 4, nigga. Stop holding me, nigga.
fucking third, fourth time now. Like, stop fucking eating.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Memphis, Tennessee, and TPC Southwind, opening round coverage of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. This promises to be a fun
I'm not gonna look
few
up.
days. A lot of storylines to get to as we check
Wow.
out the early leaderboard. Denny McCarthy is the leader. He's rolling early at 8 under par. So let's get out to the action as we'll pick things up at the
I don't
par
care.
5 16th hole.
Give me to my putt.
FedEx Cup playoffs underway here at TPC Southwind, and Frank, our featured golfer, you'd have to think set up well to perhaps make a big splash.
It looks that way, and you know, we're in Memphis too, where things always heat up. One of the music capitals of the world, but you need to get into a rhythm. There's no two ways about that. You could probably get away with an average round, but a couple of those, all of a sudden you slip down that list really quick. If there's a time of the year you want to run hot for 3 weeks, this is it.
And absolutely can do no wrong. Dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. The 17th here is a long one at 505 yards. This fairway bisected by a creek running through it, and more danger lurks up near the green with 3 bunkers left and 2 more to the right. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, it's a good-looking putt overall, pretty straight. Slightly down the hill, need to be wary of that, but it's an inviting one.
Spot on, a good putt. Good show.
Like, I don't even give a fuck, bro. Like,
No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll remain at 6 under par. Well, we've seen through the years with tournaments here at TPC Southwind that a lot
Steady hauling,
is
bro.
par 418. It's pretty to look at, it's harder to play, and you can make a mess if you're not careful and walk away really disappointed because of all that water that comes into play on not only the drive, but on the second shot. You see a lot of blue standing on that tee box. That's a good drive here at 18. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notah Begay III.
Ball in the fairway on the finishing hole is a great first step, but still got to take on the water and control your distance to take advantage of that tee shot.
Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection or execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, safely in for his par at 18. And this is going to be an opening round 64. Sensational. Final look at the opening round leaderboard. It shows our featured golfer just 2 back. A day. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From TPC Southwind in Memphis, Tennessee, live second-round coverage of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. And we've got some drama brewing with a tie at the top at 11 under par. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4-7. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yes, 135 yards left to the flag. And that wind is herring from left to right, so you need to factor that in as you start this ball.
Eight-foot putt here. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay at 5 under. On now to the 8th at 171 yards, a par 3. Bunkers, the main concern here. 3 of them, left, center, and right, protecting a green that tilts from back to front. Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. Going to have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. Oh, he's...
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah, for batsman on the ball, the batsman is nowhere to be fucking found. On a downward slope. Right here off a fucking putt. Right. Get the fuck out of here.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From TPC Southwind in Memphis, Tennessee, live second-round coverage of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. And we've got some drama brewing with a tie at the top at 11 under par. We'll join the action here at the par 3/8. The pace absolutely perfect there, down the slope, It's in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 6 under par. This par 4 ninth at 457 yards is one of the toughest here at TPC Southwind. It doglegs to the right, does go slightly downhill, but that approach is coming over the lake, guarding the front of the green. Best to be long and down that right side of the fairway here at the ninth. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Second shot forthcoming from the left side of this fairway.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And these are the putts you drill when you're on the putting green before the round. This should have a good chance to go in.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Pat, so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Opening the backside with a 465-yard par 4 tenth. It's a slight dog leg left. The long hitters, fairway wood off the tee might be in order. That takes the water out of play. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. So that's in for a par to start this backside. And he'll remain at 6 under par. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Memphis, Tennessee and TPC Southwind, it's the third round of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. On now to the 8th at 171 yards, a par 3. Bunkers, the main concern here. 3 of them, left, center, and right, protecting a green that tilts from back to front. Okay, that one's dancing. This will be a 14-foot putt here. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Finishing the front side with the most difficult hole on the course, the 457-yard par 4 ninth. Long dogleg to the right, slightly downhill. The approach shot over a lake guarding the front of the green. The ideal drive is long and down the right side. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. Par 4 10th at 465 yards. Another hole here at TPC Southwind that twists and turns. This one just a slight dogleg to the left. If you're one of the bigger hitters, you may want to think about a fairway wood off the tee because that'll take that water out of play.
Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad.
So he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Yeah, look how quick that was.
No, go ahead, hold on that last one. I don't like that shit.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Memphis, Tennessee and TPC Southwind, it's the 3rd round of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. The leader is the Englishman, Tyrrell Hatton. He currently sits at 12 under par. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th.
Well, I'm not going to rag on the shot. It was a good strike, but look where the flag is. It's on the other side of the green.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And the two words that come to mind looking at this are straight and flat. And that's music to any golfer's ears.
Oh, wow, that is some kind of putt. Perfect speed, perfect line. It's in for a birdie. And he'll get it now to 4 under par, just 2 shots off the lead. Heading now to perhaps the most famous hole here at TPC Southwind, 162-yard par 3 11. Smaller version of the famous 17th hole, the Island Green at TPC Sawgrass. Short iron to the Island Green is the call here, avoiding that small pot bunker guarding the front edge of the green. Boy, he took on the water there, brought it into play, but luckily he's going to live to tell about it. Now a second to this par 3. Just 5 feet left. Now, we've seen...
EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Memphis, Tennessee and TPC Southwind, it's the 3rd round of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Memphis, Tennessee and TPC Southwind, it's the 3rd round of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. And we've got a packed group at the top with a tie at 12 under. We'll join the action on the tee at the par 3 11.
Not playing with these niggas, man.
Okay, that ball online.
Fuck out of here.
Away.
2 birdies?
Here at 11. And he's worked it to 9 under par. So for our featured golfers, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard. Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From TPC Southwind in Memphis, it's the final round of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. The Irishman Shane Lowry is the leader. He's currently at 16 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer would need everything to go right on this Sunday. Entering play, 6 shots off the pace. So let's get out to the course, already deep into the round as we head to the tee on the par 4 15th. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par, 2 under on his round. We begin our finishing stretch with the second and final par 5 at TPC Southwind, 530-yard, 16th hole. It is gettable in 2. Expect birdie here, and an eagle is definitely in the cards. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notah Begay III.
Big tee shot off the tee at 16. Now have to try and squeeze the ball into a very narrow section of the front part of this green to get an eagle putt.
Now this par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Oh!
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Now this round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. But it's likely going to come a little too late as he'll still be 4 back with just 2 holes to play. The 17th is a beast at a full 505 yards. Just about everyone will wind up short of the creek with their drives, but there is water there to keep you honest. Then what's required is a long, accurate approach into this green that's surrounded by a total of 5 bunkers left and right. This starting up the right side.
Smoked that drive. A little unlucky, actually, to get into the first cut.
All right, so just a step or 2 into that first cut. Here's his second to the par 4.
Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. Well, we've seen through the years with tournaments here at TPC Southwind that a lot can happen here at this par 4 18. It's pretty to look at, it's harder to play, and you can make a mess if you're not careful and walk away really disappointed because of all that water that comes into play on not only the drive, but on the second shot. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well from the fairway. Let's go to Noda.
Ball in the fairway on the finishing hole is a great first step, but still got to take on the water and control your distance to take advantage of that tee shot.
Oh, this is going to flirt with danger left. And that ball not wanting to cooperate, and it is into the hazard. All right, so he'll take his drop, and with a penalty stroke added, that'll become his 4th now to the par 4.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From TPC Southwind in Memphis, it's the final round of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, the Irishman Shane Lowry is the leader. He leads the pack at 17 under. Time to head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 closing hole. Let's bring in Noda Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this doesn't look too complicated at all. I don't think he needs to give away the hole. This is pretty straight on.
That one just gonna sneak on by.
Yo! Oh my god! That was a 2-foot.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From TPC Southwind in Memphis, it's the final round of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, the Irishman Shane Lowry is the leader. He leads the pack at 17 under. Time to head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 closing hole. Okay, a good putt, able to save par here at 18, and that's going to make this a final round, 66. All right, Frank, for our featured golfer, it will not be a trip to the winner's circle here in Memphis, but they will get a visit to Delaware as they've qualified for round 2 of the playoffs.
Exactly right. They were walking in Memphis, Rich, but they'll be running to the...
Now from the southern city of Memphis, Tennessee, and TPC Southwind, this is EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour Golf. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner. We will check in with Notah Begay III and Iona Stephen as we move along, but I'm pleased as always to be joined in the 18th tower by a man who won 15 times around the world, Frank Navalo. And Frank, looking forward to what should be a fun afternoon of golf.
Yeah, very much so, Rich. When you've waited all morning, those afternoon rounds are a little special, aren't they? I'm really looking, though, for today to see if they come out of the gates nice and quick. That's for sure. I know the finish here is always important, but get out of the gates quick and then see if you can finish the job this afternoon.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
This from 7 feet. Okay, probably was expecting a little more from this hole after the big drive, but he does walk away with a par. Interesting hole here, the second at TPC Southwind in Memphis. Just 401 yards of par 4. Dogleg to the right with those bunkers on the left. Now, if you're feeling good and you're driving it well, maybe you take that dogleg out of play and just cut the corner. Get after it. Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notah Begay III.
Great job hitting one of the narrowest fairways on the golf course, now rewarded with a short iron into a very accessible green.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, well done there. Couple of pars to get the round underway. Up next, the first of only 2 par 5s at TPC Southwind, 554-yard third hole. It's almost dead straight with a lake in the middle of the fairway that comes into play on the second shot. You can get home in 2, but the green is guarded by water on the right and bunkers on the left. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
And it's really going to take a bold effort here. Water in play all the way up to the front edge of the green, so got to make your carry count.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Yeah, big explosion, got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Yes, well done right there. First birdie of the round after a couple of pars, and he moves to 1 under through 3 holes. Sometimes you just have to stop and admire the beauty of a hole before you even play it, and this is the case here at the 196-yard par 3 fourth. Just gorgeous. There's water short and left, and you hit it there. It's not a very pretty hole, is it? Getting some sand in the shoes now. For a second straight hole, he's in the bunker. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Yep, good solid stroke there and a nifty up and down out of the green side bunker. This par 4 fifth at 485 yards is a good one. Just a little bit of a dogleg to the left. You want to avoid that big tree on the right and the 2 fairway bunkers lining the left side of the fairway as well. This ball absolutely tight. It is right down the middle from the fairway. Let's go to Noda.
Great chance to pick up a stroke on the field with the ball placed nicely in the fairway at the 5th. Now have a chance to attack this hole.
Well, not as close to the pin as you'd like, but when you find greens in regulation on a regular basis, you're going to have a chance.
Dialing it in, chat.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. You get the idea here at TPC Southwind. It twists and it turns. Here's another dogleg. This one goes to the left. And this challenges you as a player with all of these dog legs. You have to be able to work the ball both ways. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
131 all the way to the flag today. Pin back right so he can take an aggressive line.
Good chance at one.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Not a problem. That's in for birdie. and that score moves to 2 under par. We've talked about dog legs, but sometimes a par 4 can be good even if it is dead straight like this 7th hole at 482 yards. Pound your tee shot, flush the second, and maybe make a 3. If you do, you've hit some good shots.
Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
Second shot now from just a foot or 2 off the fairway.
Nice approach shot, and another good thing about that, left it below the hole.
Oh, what a putt there, right down Beale Street, and
Shooter!
for a birdie. On now to the 8th at 171 yards, a par 3. Bunkers, the main concern here. 3 of them,
Shooter.
left, center, and right, protecting a green that tilts from back to front. Okay, center of the green, good shot. He ran in a long one a moment ago. This as well from downtown for another birdie. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. This par 4 ninth at 457 yards is one of the toughest here at TPC South when it doglegs to the right. Does go slightly downhill, but that approach is coming over the lake, guarding the front of the green. Best to be long and down that right side of the fairway here at the 9th. Oh, that is way right.
That hit that tree hard and bounced straight into the rough.
So from the rough, his second at 9.
And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that is going to finish off a 3 under front side as they go out in 32. Par 4 10th at 465 yards. Another hole here at TPC Southwind that twists and turns. This one just a slight dog leg to the left. If you're one of the bigger hitters, you may want to think about a fairway wood off the tee because that'll take that water out of play.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
Well, just off the fairway, here's Noda.
145 yards left. Pin in the right front.
That's a good shot. And more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Just a hair off target. And those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. That's so nearly a birdie, but Par is all he'll have to show for it. Heading now to perhaps the most famous hole here at TPC Southwind, a 162-yard par 3 11th. Smaller version of the famous 17th hole, the Island Green at TPC Sawgrass. Short iron to the Island Green is the call here, avoiding that small pot bunker guarding the front edge of the green. All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. This is a fun driving hole here at TPC Southwind. The 12th is only 406 yards. It's a dogleg to the right, but you have that water all along the right side of the hole. The fairway bunkers on the left, so you need to keep this one dead center. Beautiful tempo to that swing. This is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Oh, this doesn't look promising. Now, that just did not look right from the start, and that ball is into the hazard. So, with a shake of the head, he'll take his drop, and now with a stroke added for the penalty, this becomes his 4th to the par 4.
Now a 7-footer.
Oh yeah, really well done there. That was definitely more than a knee knocker, but it is in for bogey. Come to another great driving hole here at TPC Southwind, 472-yard par 4 13. Best to favor the left side of the fairway for the ideal approach to the green. From the fairway nota, this is second.
Well, he's looking at 138 yards to the front, 145 to the hole, sitting in the front left hole location.
Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Continue to get down, bro.
That's nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Well, here we are at 14, and this is a hard hole, this par 3. It's 239 yards. It is a full carry over the water to that undulating green. You absolutely have to have your best shot right here. Now, gonna have to try and get this out and let it run. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. This 15th hole at 395 yards is not overly long, but there's plenty that catches your eye. Obviously, it's tree line, and then it moves to the left with that dog leg. So you have to put your shot in the right spot, and then that approach shot when you're coming over a creek, and you can see all those bunkers guarding the green. This is a hole that demands clear thinking and accurate play.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that to do over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Oh, that's good touch right there. That so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. We begin our finishing stretch with the second and final par 5 at TPC Southwind, 530-yard, 16th hole. It is gettable in 2. Expect birdie here, and an eagle is definitely in the cards. No issues here. That is into the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Big tee shot off the tee at 16. Now have to try and squeeze the ball into a very narrow section of the front part of this green to get an eagle putt.
Good shot right there that just hangs on that back portion of the green. On board into par 5, still a good chance to get out of here with a birdie. Well, those are the birdie putts you don't have to sweat too much over. No problem there. It gets in to 3 under par. The 17th is a beast at a full 505 yards. Just about everyone will wind up short of the creek with their drives, but there is water there to keep you honest. Then what's required is a long, accurate approach into this green that's surrounded by a total of 5 bunkers left and right. Good clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Oh, what a putt there, right down Beale Street, and that is in for a birdie. Well, we've seen through the years with tournaments here at TPC Southwind that a lot can happen here at this par 4 18. It's pretty to look at, it's harder to play, and you can make a mess if you're not careful and walk away really disappointed because of all that water that comes into play on not only the drive, but on the second shot. And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie. It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
So this for a finishing birdie at 18.
Yeah, and there is a big break here from right to left, and we're going back up the slope, but just ever so slightly, so you have to prioritize that line.
Oh, boy, that is going to leave a sour taste here at the end of the round. So that one's in. It will be a 3-putt bogey here at the last. And that's going to be a round of 67. So for Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go get some headache. I'm starving more than this bitch. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. We'll be up on YouTube fairly soon. And yeah. sleep. Oh, good night, man. Facts, nigga. Facts. Oh, fucking good night, nigga. Oh, cheesy cat, nigga.
My bad, man. My bad, man. She know one of a kind. She don't see none of you guys. She know the no one guys. Struggling through inside. I push her until I just drive. I'm spending my letter in time. Say you forever be mine. Mon chill, chill. Bring me them cause you don't beat up. Throw it up, baby, man, ain't gotta rush. Unless you want me to speed up. Get like a twist with speed on it. Open it, look and spit on it. Counting on me, you can bet on it. We finna go swim with the bet on it. She said you know chance and spot on it. So why she didn't clean and take care of it? It's not like you know I take care of it. And probably she cover like Arabics. It's money forever and had it. She know one of a kind. She don't see none of the guys. She know the new one dies. Struggling through inside. I push her until I drive. I'm putting my letter on time. She said forever be mine. She fuck with be mine. Maybe now you be my type. I'ma get you the same. Such a forever be mine. Swim in your ocean. Maybe they come with emotion. They make me lose my composure. They don't have a kind. I can't you. They don't have a kind. Kissing the money and you did. No, I did. She don't see none of you guys. She don't see none of you guys. She don't know what dies. Struggling through inside. I push her until I just drive. I'm spending my letter in time. Say you better be mine. Hold the bags to vibrate. She like the vibe, curate it. Take a little piece and we go to the moon. Shake up the room.